Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It is a good day to be alive and to be thankful. Today I want to feature the beautiful Anthurium Clarinervium. This is a stunning plant that is native to Mexico. It is an epiphyte and considered also a member of the aroid family. Now, if you just take a moment to just observe the striking foliage on this plant. Beautiful indeed. Now, when this plant develops a new leaf, if you notice the contrast in the colors, the newest leaf, that's this one here, it comes with a shade of brown, right? A shade of brown on the leaf, and as this leaf matures, it transforms into this dark foliage with the striking veins, and it is considered a rare plant in some locations. Now, as I've always said, rare is relative to location, okay? So, but it does carry a hefty price tag in some locations, but more nurseries are getting these plants out, and lots of people are importing these plants, especially from places like Indonesia. And so you find that these plants are becoming more popular, and lots of people desire to have this plant in their space. Now, in terms of anthuriums and rare anthuriums, this is one of the easy care anthurium plants. The Clarinervium is considered an easy care rare plant. So if you are thinking about getting a Clarinervium in your space, it's not that hard to take care of. You just have to look at the special care tips. So in terms of the soil mixture, you want to make sure that the soil that you provide for your Anthurium Clarinervium is a very chunky mixture. I include in my mixture some charcoal, some perlite, some orchid bark, right? And you can use very, very little potting soil, regular potting soil, because you don't want to get your soil mixture to hold on to any kind of water. You want to make sure that when you water this plant, it drains all the way through, right? And so that it doesn't hold on to the moisture, so that your roots will become too soggy and then they will rot, because this plant is definitely prone to root rot. So you have to make sure that it's a mixture that dries out quickly, so that this plant can thrive. So always be careful of the soil mixture that you use for your Anthurium Clarinervium. The watering schedule for this plant, it's important that when you are watering, I really don't go on a schedule. I kind of lift the plant to see how it feels. If it's light, I use my water meter to check to see if it needs to be watered. And when I'm watering, as I said before, I make sure that the water runs straight through the mixture. And because most of my plants I bottom water, so what I do, I would put this to sit in the tray for a couple minutes, and then I will check to see that it's properly watered. The number one killer of houseplants is overwatering, because many times people will see the plant looking a little bit sad, or say, okay, maybe it needs some water. It's not always the water. So overwatering, that's the number one killer. This plant is definitely prone to overwatering and definitely prone to root rot. In terms of lighting, this plant requires some bright light, but definitely not direct sunlight. Direct sunlight will cause your leaf to burn. So you want to make sure that it is provided with some bright indirect light in order for it to thrive and do well in your space. So the Anthurium Clarinervium, it does flower, but the flower is not as significant as the foliage itself. Many people really don't grow it for the flower unless you plan to propagate this plant. right? So if you plan to propagate, it is important that you have two of these plants to propagate, because when it flowers, it's the female part of the flower that comes out first, and then it comes off, the flower comes off on the spadix. It has a sticky substance, that's the female stage of it, and when that sticky substance dries up, then you get the pollen that is needed. Once it's fully pollinated and you will see the spadix starting to swell, and then that's when the berries are developing, and you will reap those berries and you plant them, and then you get new plants. Now always remember that these plants are tropical plants, and so we are trying to create the environment in our homes for these plants to do well, and so it does require a little bit extra in terms of how we plan and how we take care of our house plants. So there you have it, plant family. This is the beautiful Anthurium Clarinervium. This is somewhat of a rare plant that if you add this to your collection, you will certainly not be disappointed. You just can't take your eyes off it. Just the foliage is absolutely striking. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you will like this video, subscribe to my channel, and if you have special care tips for your Anthurium Clarinervium, please comment below and let me know how you take care of your plant. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and God bless you. Bye-bye. Look at you. Oh my goodness, man. Just look at the work of art. This is just some cool work of art. Look at that. Oh my God. Man, love it. Bye. And I can tell you the #1 killer of house plants that many plant collectors will tell you is overwatering. I think sometimes we try to care. Bike. There goes a bike. Take 10. All right. So I can tell you.